Welcome to Whiteboard Banter.
Yes, we're happy to have you.
Yes.
Michael, you've whipped up something pretty
Guys,
nice
that wasn't
today.
exciting. That wasn't exciting. Do a more exciting
All right,
intro.
here we go.
All right.
Welcome to Whiteboard Banter. We're back with episode 6. Was that better?
It was pretty good.
All right, here we go.
Nice. Okay, cool.
It's the morning. We're tired. We got coffee. Oh, voice cracks.
We got coffee.
We got coffee, guys.
We desperately need it. This is a pretty important week if you live in America because we have the Super Bowl coming up.
Yeah, our biggest holiday.
Everything. Forget about Christmas. Forget about your birthday.
Yeah, right after 4th of July and Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Where you
We need to do a
yourself up
tier
with
list of
turkey.
holidays next
When
time.
the world celebrates the birth of America and everyone loves it,
Yes. Happy birthday, football. That's
Yep.
not what it is. Anyways, so yeah, today we're talking about some football, some trivia. It's not too much trivia, so I figured we can kind of just start off with some banter in front of a whiteboard. Yeah, that's a good name for a podcast.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, we're here with Josh, Michael and Donda. So...
Donda.
Yeah.
Donda.
So Dante, you're a football fan. You're a Bills fan.
I am. Buffalo Bills.
Represent Bills Mafia.
That's right.
How does that make you feel being a Bills fan?
Makes me really have a love-hate relationship with the Bengals right now. Like, I'm just kind of like, I love their team, but I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, if they're gonna beat your team and then lose the very next game
Yeah.
to the Chiefs, you hate more.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
It's like, really?
That was for some reason when the Bengals lost to the Chiefs, that was more sad to me than when the Bills lost to the Bengals, because I was like, you know what, if anybody, it's got to be Joe Burrow, but like when Patty Mahomes beat Joe, I was like, come on.
Yeah.
See, all of this is like you guys are speaking another language around me. Like,
what's your favorite team?
So my family always roots for the Razorbacks. But that's not NFL.
That's not NFL.
And so,
but I mean, hey, that's something.
I know. We are also sad most of the time because they lose a lot. They've actually been getting better.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't
There you
watch
go.
football like hardly at all unless I'm with
Because
people.
you're a Razorbacks fan, bro. That's
Yeah. See, your Bills, lost in the playoffs, but as a Rams fan, I think our strategy is just to, win a Super Bowl and then don't go again ever to the playoffs at all, even.
Dude,
just that way you don't have to worry about it.
last year it was
It's
like,
less stressful.
whoa, the Rams are the next big thing. I'm like, I can't wait to see. Like, I think it might be Rams and then someone
I
else.
was hoping it.
Rams
we were
versus Chiefs Super Bowl.
we were hoping a
a
Rams Bills. That would have been so cool.
That would have been sick. But dude,
That's fine.
what happened, man?
They just needed a break. They were a little tired.
They took that break, man. They took it.
Hopefully they'll be back. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm going to be excited to watch the Super Bowl for all of the trailers and commercials
Yes.
and fun stuff.
Yes.
That's around
That is great. That's why it's great for everybody. If you don't like football, you get the halftime show. Rihanna, represent. I don't know why I said that, but
Represent who?
Rihanna.
She will be,
She will be represented by herself there, so that's cool. You know what? I hope she sings the song from Black Panther, because that's a really good song. Like that original song she did.
Go ahead and sing it for me.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's Lift Me Up, isn't it? Lift me up.
Lift me up.
No, that's not the one.
Hold me
down.
Is that one? That one?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, sick. I do like that song.
Oh, okay. I thought you were joking for a second.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it's a cool song. Anyways.
Anyway, next
So-
episode we'll be singing our favorite songs on the Whiteboard Banter.
And then it cut out
It'll be
everything
like
because
it'll be
of...
song Pictionary, basically. Like, we'll just hum it and try to get the other ones to guess what it is.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. All right, guys.
Super Bowl.
Now, I didn't write the answers down, so hopefully I remember these.
Yeah.
We're good. All right. Here we go.
That was a bad idea, Michael.
It's fine. So we'll start with some trivia. Okay.
All right.
So what year was the first year that the Super Bowl had two black quarterbacks facing off against each other? The answers are A, 1986, B, 2003, C, 2014, or D, 2023. What's the answer, guys?
I have my answer, but I want to say it at the same time as Josh.
All right.
Hey, this I think I'm gonna. Okay. You see, I know nothing about
I know.
the Super Bowl,
That's why it's so
I am
fun to
just
make
shooting
these.
in the dark here. All right, I have my answer.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
B.
You said B or D?
I said B.
Okay. The answer is D. It's actually 2023. You keep up with like
It's a big deal.
stuff. Yeah.
This is a big deal.
Yeah.
I saw a post about it.
Yeah.
On NFL's Instagram. I was like, oh.
I saw the same thing and I was like,
let's go.
that's a good trivia question. Let's add that.
That's interesting. That's pretty
Yep.
cool.
So there you go. Do you know the quarterback's names, Josh?
Tom Brady. No, I have no idea.
Patrick Mahomes for the Chiefs and then Jalen Hurts for the Eagles.
Okay.
So now you won't forget.
Yep.
Hey, you're wearing Eagles stuff. There you go.
Yeah.
It's green.
Patrick
Fly Eagles
Mahomes and
That's who I'm going for.
who was the second one? It was Patrick Mahomes and
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, yeah.
Dalen.
Jalen.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Dalen?
Have you ever heard someone? Have you ever met anyone named Dalen before?
I don't know, but I hope so. I hope to. That'd be
I don't know
great.
if I've ever met someone named Patrick, but
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Me neither.
Not anyone under the age of like 50, but which two teams are tied for the most Super Bowl wins ever?
Oh.
Is it A, the Patriots and the Cowboys? Is it B, the 49ers and the Steelers? C, the Steelers and the Cowboys? Or D, the 49ers and the Patriots?
I have my answer.
I also have my answer.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
C. Dang it.
Yeah, the answer is A. I hope we don't get all
I
of
knew
these
it was the
content.
Cowboys. I knew it was the Cowboys.
This is so unfair.
Patriots and Cowboys.
Yeah, I feel like being from Texas, I should root for the Cowboys, but I feel like
Wait a minute. Did I mess this up? Let me just double check. Hang on.
I love how like a structure for a lot of our episodes are like 2 guys know about it and 1 guy does not. You know what I mean? Like that's what it was for Last of Us. And this episode feels like that too.
Guys, I messed up. It's the Patriots and Steelers, which I didn't put it there, but I think I meant to. But you get the point. It's the Patriots, so I messed up. That was my bad. Because I was like, wait a minute. The Cowboys aren't number 1. They're number 2.
Okay, real. Okay.
Well, it's fine.
all right, go ahead.
No,
and
real
ask the
quick
question
say
again.
like
Ask the
real quick
question
say
again.
A, Patriots and Steelers.
Oh, I'll just,
Just say it.
Whoopsie. The answer is A, Patriots and Steelers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
I knew that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
No reason to doubt
All
it.
right.
I thought it was the Cowboys, but that's
Hey, this kind of has the answer, I think, a little bit, maybe. So, of
Oh my
all
gosh,
the
Michael.
32 NFL teams, which, you know what? It doesn't really matter because there's no way you guys would get all this. I'm just going to tell you guys. Of all the 30, this is not really trivia, it's just an interesting fact. Of all the 32 NFL teams, there are.
I'm not even looking, so you can go ahead and ask me.
It's fine. But these are the teams that have never won a Super Bowl.
Really?
So the Vikings have been 4 times and never won. The Bills have been 4 times,
Shut
never
up.
won.
That's
in a
got to
row.
be so disappointing.
It is. It is.
The
One-
Bengals.
And one year we didn't make it because of the kicker.
Really?
We didn't. Yeah.
Is it like it
was-
a field goal or an extra point?
It was a field goal, I think.
That's
And he
so
just
We
missed
were in field goal
disappointing.
range and we were just gonna kick it in, and then you just didn't. And
Tragic.
they made a
The
documentary about it actually.
Yeah.
The last Super Bowl appearance was in 1994.
For the Bills, yeah. It's
Oh
been a
my
while.
God.
Wait, the Bengals had never made it.
They've never these
never
are
won?
their appearances. They've never won. Yeah. They lost their last one. That was a weird one.
That was last year.
That was a good one.
Who won last year?
Oh, the Rams.
The Rams.
Yeah.
Okay,
The Falcons have been twice and lost. Famously, actually, we'll get to that one in a second. The Carolina Panthers have been twice. The Cardinals have been once. Titans once. The Rams had our first one against the Titans, and the Titans guy, he ran it in, but he was 1 yard short of the touchdown, and he would have won it.
Oh my!
Really?
And the time ran out.
Oh,
1 yard
wow.
short. It's iconic. The Chargers have won one. Now, here's the list of teams to have never been to a Super Bowl ever, which is wild. So the Houston Texans, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Detroit Lions, and the Cleveland Browns
What?
have never even been to a Super Bowl.
The Lions never made it.
No.
What?
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
Let's go back up to this list.
Okay.
So the Vikings, Bills, Bengals, Falcons. Of all of these names,
Yeah.
I've probably only heard of 1 or 2 of these.
Which one?
So the Bills, just because I hang out with Danté.
Yeah.
The Bengals, I've probably
'Cause-
the Chargers. the Browns, maybe the Vikings, but like I don't know who the Falcons or the Cardinals or
This is amazing.
Lions or Jaguars are.
So here's the interesting thing about this, right? So of the 4 teams who have never been to a Super Bowl, we get the Texans, the Jaguars, the Lions, and the Browns. Now, the Texans have only been around since 2002 or 3, something like that.
Really?
Yeah, so they're like the newest team in the
Yeah,
NFL.
they're-
So it kind of makes sense they've never been. Now, the Jaguars have only been around since the 1990s. I think it's like 96 or something like that. I don't know, 94. Anyways, so it's like not too surprising they've never been. Now, the Lions and Browns have been around for like decades, dude. So that's like
Ever.
the crazy
The
part.
Browns
Wow.
were like, one of the OGs,
Yeah.
And they've always been just bad.
How
Always.
come? Is it just
I don't
just
know.
bad?
I think it's just bad, like, ownership and management. Like, the owners don't make good decisions with, like, the coaches they hire or, like, anything like that. It's not a good environment for the players, and so, like, that really adds to it.
That's
All right.
devastating.
Now, which Super Bowl had the largest comeback in Super Bowl history? Josh, you have no way of knowing this.
Obviously, it was the Titans and the
Dante, what do you think? It's within our recent memory.
it was like the Astros too,
in the
right?
past, past like 8 years.
Super Bowl, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history.
It was with the Astros and the Mets. I'm 90% sure.
I don't think it was with the Mets, Josh. I don't think-
I'm gonna go on a hunch and say it's not the Mets.
Is it one with the Chiefs in it? Crap. I don't know.
It was Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots and the Falcons. The Falcons were up 28-3,
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
and it wasn't until the third quarter, maybe the fourth quarter, that the Patriots started coming back, and they came back and won.
Dang it.
Like our news articles had already written about like the victory of the Falcons in the Super Bowl,
Really?
and then they had to scrap all that because of the fourth quarter. The
Yeah.
Patriots started coming back. So yeah, the largest comeback in Super Bowl history.
That's awesome.
That's
And to
really
this
cool.
day, people still trash on the Falcons. And anytime anything happens, they're always like 28-3. And it's like, if you know a Falcons fan, you could be like 28-3, and then their soul will crush.
Just like how people will yell at me and my family, like 16 seconds, because like that's
Yeah.
the Chiefs got a touchdown, knock us out of our chance to go to the Super Bowl last year. With 16 seconds left on the clock.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And it was, yeah,
Yeah.
truly heartbreaking.
Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, the Rams got beat by Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. So
Yeah. Hey,
so that's great.
he's retiring now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's another prank, but I think that he might be legit. It was,
So this may be a what this may be a stupid question. What NFL team has won the most Super Bowls?
So that was one of the other questions. It is the Patriots and the Steelers.
Okay.
Tied
How
for
many?
Six.
Tied for 6.
Yep, 6 Super Bowls. Yep. So, how many quarterbacks have won more than 2 Super Bowl wins?
5.
I don't think so. More than 2, honestly.
I know this for a fact.
I'm gonna Google this just to be safe afterwards.
Okay.
Okay.
Just Google it now. I'm not looking.
I'm gonna say B 2.
See, we got Troy Aikman, that's 1. Terry Bradshaw, that's 2. Joe Montana, that's 3.
so 4.
Tom Brady, that's 4. So the answer is 4.
Hey,
you got-
All right, here we go. I found this list here of random Super Bowl facts. So this is not trivia as much anymore. It's just interesting facts that we know.
False.
Nice.
Let's
This is
see.
still trivia.
Super Bowl 57. The 5th Super Bowl appearance for the Chiefs. They have 2 wins. 4th Super Bowl appearance for the Eagles. They have 1 win. The Eagles and Chiefs have met 5 times previously. Isn't that wild?
Okay.
Like
Okay.
ever, I think.
That's pretty
So
even.
that's, yeah. Here's another
Oh,
list
no.
of,
Well, the Chiefs have beat the Eagles 5 times.
yeah.
The
Or
Eagles
sorry,
have
I
beat
meant
them
they
4 times.
played 9 times.
They've
Yeah,
played 9
yes.
times.
And they've, yeah.
All right.
Come on, Eagles, please.
We're going for the Eagles, yeah. Okay, so here's a list of teams who've never won a Super Bowl. Again, we saw that already.
Yeah.
So 5 years since the Eagles' last Super Bowl appearance, Super Bowl 52, they won against the Patriots. Here's something interesting I found. This is from last Super Bowl, right? Here's the bonus check to each player who played. For
Oh
the
my
winners, the Rams players got $150,000 bonus.
Oh my gosh.
And
Wow.
the Bengals players got a $75,000 bonus just for being in the Super Bowl.
Could you imagine what you could
Dude.
do with that much money?
Dude,
Dude.
Holy crap.
I buy so many
Sticks of gum.
Get so much candy.
I buy 75,000 sticks of gum.
Dude, could you imagine, like, we could buy an actual camera.
We could buy actual equipment for this.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
It's ridiculous.
Here's just some stats for the quarterbacks they're playing. Dude, Jalen Hurts is 24 years old. That's 2 years older than us.
They're like the youngest quarterbacks like that faced the Super Bowl. Like, I guess when you
He's one
combine
of the
their
youngest,
age, it's the youngest like that's we've seen in like at least a long time.
Wow.
Yeah. We're used to a bunch of old geezers playing, and now it's just two youngins.
Yeah, dude. Crazy.
Here's
24 years old, dude.
24.
Yep.
2 years older than me.
Exactly.
What am I doing with my life? I'm not going to the Super Bowl. I'm a failure.
Do you want to go in the
dude,
Super Bowl?
you have a podcast.
No, you're fine.
That's awesome.
That's true.
Yeah.
We do have a podcast.
They probably don't have a podcast. They don't got time for
Dude,
that.
if they had a podcast,
That's
I'd watch
right.
it, though.
So really,
Yeah, but you're probably right. Okay, so they're playing in State Farm Stadium, which is the home of the Arizona
Like a
Cardinals.
good neighbor.
State Farm is not there
Nope.
because I don't want to sing the song.
Oh.
Isn't there like... Anyways.
I don't know.
78,600 expected fans at the stadium for Super Bowl.
Wow.
78,000 people. Think about that for a second. That's almost 80,000.
have you? I've never seen
It's much-
78,000 people before. I don't think.
That's like half the amount of people I know.
How many people do you know?
How do you know that many people?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't.
Anyways, Sarah Thomas was the first female referee in a Super Bowl. That was last year.
2001.
No, that was the year before last.
2021. You said
2021.
2001.
Oh, did I? Oh well. I had hope for society.
Super Bowl economics. Third time Glendale is hosting Super Bowl. It's Phoenix. I mean, it's the same thing. Fourth time the Greater Phoenix area hosts it. What? Oh, okay, whatever. Doesn't matter.
I feel like they're now pulling out like,
Yeah.
this fact.
Super Bowl impact to region. Okay, so in 1996, $306 million going into it. And then $501 million, and then $719 million.
That's a lot of money.
Estimated for 2023, $1 billion.
Impacted for the local economy in 2023.
That's a lot of money,
huge.
but think of how many people go to these places.
Yeah.
They rent hotels, they rent cars, they go and they just
Yeah.
they're buying things there.
The tickets.
It's got to be good for the
78,000 people.
economy.
There are 5,000 volunteers that will be a part of the Arizona Super Bowl host committee.
That's pretty.
Dude, that'd be cool
pretty
just to be a
significant.
volunteer because it's like you're basically there for free and you kind of just get
I would
to
do
help
it.
out.
Yeah, I get to.
That
say
sounds
this.
like a lot of fun.
It does sound like a lot of fun. $445 million estimated cost of the State Farm Stadium, originally known as the University of Phoenix Stadium. Okay, that's interesting.
Wow.
Also, this is like a financial website, so that's why a lot of stuff is financial related, but it's
That
fine.
makes- yeah.
18 years State Farm. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, $500 projected average spending by a Super Bowl 57 tourist on food and drinks over 4 days. Wow.
Honestly, that's a lot of money, but it's less than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it could be more.
Right.
Just a lot of things add up is the crazy thing.
It is.
Well, that's the average, which means there are for sure people spending way more than that
Yeah.
to make 500 the average.
$69,000 in estimated number of hotel rooms available in the greater Phoenix area.
Wow.
Okay. Out-of-town visitors. Here's interesting. Here's like the list of for each host city in the past few years of out-of-town visitors. So Atlanta, they had 100,000 plus. And in Miami, they had 150,000 plus. Because, you know, everyone wants to go to Miami. For LA last year, it was 125,000. And now in Phoenix, it's 125,000. It's about the same.
Wow.
All right, here we go. Next.
Average price of a Super Bowl ticket is over $9,000
Dude,
Almost
imagine paying 10 grand for a Super Bowl ticket.
for a Super Bowl.
Wait,
ticket.
are you serious?
And that's not even a good ticket. That's like average.
Yeah,
Dude?
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
And almost 80,000 people are going to pay that?
Yeah. And then the lowest is $5,738. The lowest price of a Super Bowl 57 ticket in the resale market. And that's a 35% increase from 2022.
Oh my gosh,
Dude,
that's a lot.
so much money.
I guess a lot of people are really wanting to go to like watch it. Which I mean, if there's a market for it,
Yeah.
I mean,
Here are the averages over the past few Super Bowls.
6,000 for 2022. For 2021, about 8,000. For 2020,
It went up for a
about
bit,
8,000. For 2019, it was 4,000, almost 5,000. And in 2018, $4,081. That's a lot.
Okay,
dude.
there's a huge jump whenever the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. I noticed.
What do you mean?
Like, so the average for like all the other ones are like 6,000, 4,000, and then 8,000 for
when the Chiefs are
in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or
Okay, look.
when it was the Chiefs versus Bucks with Tom Brady. So it's like if Patrick Mahomes or Brady are in it, it's going to be a lot more.
Okay. Look, how do you feel about people saying things like, "Oh, the NFL is rigged"?
Oh, how do I feel about it? How do you feel about it, Josh? Let's ask you first.
So, I wonder how much you can really. I mean, obviously, I've done no research on this, and so this is just from me hearing about like professional sports being rigged. I feel like if they were, just because of that so many people are involved, we would have like undisputable facts about that. You know?
100%, yeah.
And so, I'd like to think that they're not. I tend to have my best. I try to just assume the best in people, or at least I try. And so, like, why would it be?
Yeah.
And if nothing else, it's still interesting, right? Like, even
WWE's
if it-
rigged, then it's cool.
Kind of, yeah.
I don't watch it, but
I don't
mean,
go out of my way to watch it.
I
But
see highlights on TikTok, and it's funny.
exactly, and it makes me laugh. But I think if it were rigged, why would you hire so many talented people
Yeah.
to continue to come in and play this stuff?
Yeah.
But I mean, people watch
And
it.
why
You also have to keep
making-
it a secret too, which
And why
Exactly.
bother having a good team if it's
Right.
really not up to you?
Like, this is probably going to sound offensive to some people, but like I've seen interviews with some of those people. Those guys aren't smart. Like, they're not like the most, I don't know, brilliant people in the world. And so obviously if it was rigged, then you would probably have somebody saying like, "Oh man, this guy paid me $10,000 to fumble a football."
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. You'd have
like,
to-
how would you keep that a secret?
right. Yeah, I think it's a kind of an idiotic thing. First of all, let me just say, if you think the NFL's rigged, it's not, because
Oh.
But if you truly do think it's rigged, don't watch it. Hockey's cool, so check that out.
I think that's going to be our next conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Like, one of us
The
has to come up
NFL 's
here and says
rigged.
the NFL is rigged.
It's kind of crazy. The more you think about it,
I
it's like,
advocated for it not being rigged for
And then
like,
you-
ever. But dude, I watched the most recent game and I
Yeah.
was like, "Come, that was not a like. What do you mean? Like,
yeah,
why are you
the Chiefs and Bengals you're talking about?
like almost yeah?" And all of
Yeah.
a sudden they were like saying stuff like, "Oh, you were roughing this guy." Automatic first down, Chiefs.
Now-
I was like, "What do you mean?"
Now, I will say that the refs could potentially get paid off. Like, one of them maybe get paid off to do a certain call or something like that. But
I
to say
don't-
the entire league is rigged is kind of ridiculous.
I don't want to
Yeah.
say. I
But-
don't want to say that.
Yeah. But that's a
like-
lot more believable than
But
the
yeah, I
entire
think
thing.
But there would be reason for them to do that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It makes them more money if the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
just saying.
But
And the government
again,
is
I'm
losing
not,
people.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. We should investigate that and holy crap,
Yeah.
fire some people if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's fair. All right. So this is interesting. $29,000 and $29,367,000.
No, you read that wrong.
Frick, dude! You got it.
$29,367 is the highest price
Golly.
ever paid for a Super Bowl ticket.
And that was Super Bowl
30
50.
grand, bro.
I did not watch that Super Bowl.
We weren't alive for that.
No, we were. That was 2015.
Just kidding.
No, it's year 50, dude.
Oh, 50?
We were born in 2000.
Yeah.
Do you think
in
like
2001?
like Adam and Eve were there watching it?
Yeah.
That's wild.
I mean, what else would they do? Not
guess you're
play
right.
football?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. What? Okay, 14 people attend the average Super Bowl party.
This is just a whole bunch of statistics at this point.
Isn't
Do you
this
guys have
interesting?
anything more interesting?
I mean, I don't know about more interesting. You're not into football, so it's getting less interesting for you.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
8,000 calories are the average for a football party feast.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That is like 4 times your average daily intake.
That's maybe more than you should have.
Yeah. Granted,
Maybe.
It's
I'd like
America,
to see a
baby.
statistic of like how many people in other countries outside of America watch the Super Bowl. Because
Yeah.
I bet that number's small.
I know,
But I bet that number is going to be bigger than we think it is.
we should try to find that out. We know that,
that up, yeah.
there's a good bit of people in London who watch it.
Ooh, an
Oh.
estimated 30 to 50 million viewers around the world in the 2021 Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
then that's outside of it. 30 to 50 million outside the U.S. because it's 91.6 million in the U.S. That's a lot more than I thought.
That's a lot more.
Because I mean, Canada, they're into football, so a lot of people in Canada probably watch
Yeah.
it. Mexico, they're
Didn't
starting
the
to get more and
NFL
more
start
into it.
having games in London this past
Yeah,
year?
well, we've been doing that for like
Yeah.
we've been having games for like
We've been doing
10,
that.
or for like
But
8 years.
no one ever talks about it because it's all the way over there, I guess. I don't know.
This is the first year they had a game in Germany, though. I knew that.
Really? They had a game
Yeah.
in Germany?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's
So,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And I remember being in London Airport one point, just the airport, and like this security guard or whatever, the
London geezer.
what do you call the? He's right, a true Brexit geezer. He came, he saw I was wearing like a Rams hoodie, and he was like, "Oh, you like the Rams?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You like football?" And he was like, "Yeah." It turns out he was a Bills fan.
No way.
I'm dead serious. He
That's
was
sick.
And so I talked to this British.
You're
dude.
making this up.
I'm dead serious, dude. And like he'd never been to the U.S. And I was like, "You ever been to America?" And he was like, "No, but I hope to go one day and watch a Bills game." And I was like, "Dude, that's pretty sick." And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, they have some games here." And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Cool." And then I went on to security.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool, though.
That's super interesting.
So
actually.
there's
Yeah.
that. So
But-
there's a small community of people in England who watch
In
football.
2021, 30 to 50 million viewers watched outside of the U.S.
Yes.
watched the Super Bowl.
That's wild. I'm trying to think of other countries that would be like, have a population of watching it. I mean, Mexico.
Probably.
Like you said, Canada.
Yeah.
Plus, there are probably American people living abroad.
Yeah,
probably
that's
watching
another
it.
thing. Because
For
I remember
sure.
watching a couple Super Bowls overseas before. So there's that.
Yeah. Like a bunch of European countries, like we just said, like I'm sure are into
That's
it.
pretty interesting, though.
Yeah. You grew up overseas with several Americans around. Did you guys ever? I mean, you weren't into football, but were other people there like, let's watch football games?
yeah. I remember going to a few Super Bowl parties.
Yeah.
I rem-
At like 6 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's pretty interesting,
Yeah. So
man.
there's that. Let's see if there's anything else in here.
So let me just ask you guys real quick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what are your predictions for the Super Bowl? Because obviously the Rams are playing against the Chiefs.
I
And,
wish, but no, that's not the
okay.
case.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the Eagles are playing against
Eagles. Do you know where the Eagles are from?
Seattle.
Mm-mm.
That was my actual guess.
I know. It was Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yeah, Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah. You know
And
the
who are
Chiefs
they
from?
playing against? Oh, the Chiefs are from Connecticut. Where are they from?
Kansas City.
Connecticut, dude.
That's funny.
From Toronto.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
the Chiefs are playing against the Eagles.
Eagles. Yes.
Okay.
In Phoenix. Yeah.
Why? So why don't they play in either of their?
Because it would be unfair because you wanted to have like a neutral site.
Oh.
Although the
Yeah,
last two
yeah.
Super Bowls just happen to be in the stadiums where the teams are playing because they decide where it's going to be before the season even starts.
I
So
guess
last year it was in the
that's
Rams
pretty
Stadium
cool.
and the Rams made it. The Buccaneers are the first team to ever play a Super Bowl in their host stadium and they won. And then the Rams did it the very next year.
That would be really disappointing if the entire season you're playing and you're like knowing like, hey, we get to play in our home stadium. We get to
If
play
you
in
go
our
to
home
Super Bowl,
stadium,
yeah. Mhm.
and
So
then
we gotta
lose.
win.
Yeah,
lose
the
the
Vikings
Super
did
Bowl?
that, or they did that.
Really?
Not to, they lost the game to get to the Super Bowl, so the AFC Championship or the NFC
Oh,
Championship.
no.
That was when the Eagles went against the Patriots, and I was kind of going for the Vikings because I was like, it'd be cool to have their first team to play in their stadium.
Yeah.
And then they lost, and then they didn't get to play in their stadium. Could you imagine, dude? One game away.
Who do you think is going to win? What do you think the final score is going to be? Whoever gets closest, the other person has to wear a funny hat next episode. So
Nah, that's fun. Okay. I'm gonna say, in hopes that the Eagles will win. It's gonna be a high-scoring game. It's gonna be
Score prediction. Give us a score
yeah,
prediction.
give us a score prediction.
maybe 27-30. I think it'll be close.
Dude. This is crazy because I'm gonna tell you what I already had in my mind before you said this.
Okay.
I was gonna say Eagles beat the Chiefs 31-27.
Really?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. That was what it was.
Well, let's see if we're right. I guess.
If we're both wrong, we both have to wear a funny hat.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm going to say the
Yeah.
Chiefs are going to just win, and it's going to be a 14-10 game.
So hopefully he'll have to wear the funny hat.
Hopefully
then.
you'll have to wear the funny hat.
Yeah,
But you
again,
know what's cruel about the world? He might be right.
that would be a very sad day.
Do you guys
for me.
prefer high-scoring games or low-scoring games?
I feel like for the most part, high-scoring games.
High-scoring,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I mean, I will say, low-scoring games can be cool because sometimes it's like the defenses are showing up. You know.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
a different type of exciting.
Would you prefer it to be like a huge gap, or would you prefer it to be close game?
Close game.
Close game,
Like,
for
winning
sure.
or losing, I want it to be close.
Unless I hate the team, in which case I want them to be destroyed.
I was
so.
watching the Super Bowl a few years ago with some of my friends, and one of the guys was just so like happy, and it was like, I forget what game it was. You guys can correct me, but it wasn't even close the whole time.
It was a Super Bowl?
It was a Super Bowl.
It was probably the Seahawks beating the Broncos.
I actually
They
think that was
destroyed
it.
them.
Yeah, and I remember
Look at the
just
score of that.
kind of sitting there being like, "Oh man, this isn't super interesting. Like, who's going to win?" And he was like, "Well, I prefer games like that because you don't have to worry about it." And I was like, "Well, that's not super interesting, actually."
I don't know. Like, I'm the same way. Like, even if I'm winning, I prefer to be like have it kind of close. That way, I'm like still on the edge of my seat.
Oh yeah, this was it.
Yeah, I
in
remember watching
The
2014,
this.
Broncos got stumped.
I was like laughing the whole time, and then I started,
43 to
in
8.
classic Broncos fashion.
It was
Yeah.
43 to 8.
43-8,
dude. Wow. And then I started dating a girl who is from a Broncos family, so I had to pretend like it wasn't funny. But it kind of is though. So
That's actually
Totally
hilarious.
is.
yeah.
I was almost a Broncos fan when I was a kid because
Oh, really?
I thought the horse logo looked cool.
Then you realize the Bills logo looked cooler,
No, I realized my family was from Buffalo, and I
and
was
you were
like,
like,
"Oh,
"Hey,
yes,
I should." Probably
I don't want to betray my family, and also they suck."
Yeah.
So,
So,
Yeah.
who should I be rooting for this weekend?
Well, I mean, it's up to you ultimately. Here's some interesting thing to put it kind of a frame it for you. The Chiefs are kind of at a point where they're almost becoming a dynasty.
Really?
Because they've won one Super Bowl, recently with Patrick Mahomes, and if he wins another one, that'll be kind of like okay, it's like this. They're the new top dog in the league, basically.
Really?
whenever people watch a game with Patrick Mahomes in it, they're always complimenting every single thing he
Kissing
does.
his little toes, They're like,
They're
oh
like-
my gosh, he's
Did you
great.
see that amazing little pass he did? It was
Yeah.
he's so good. I'm like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, and then you'll see Geno Smith for the Seahawks do the same throw, and they're like, oh, it's pretty good.
Okay.
And then it's like, yeah. So, but anyway, so the Chiefs are a very, very good team, and if they win,
So
they'd be
they're
like
like
top
the-
dog.
Patrick Mahomes is probably the
Yeah.
best quarterback in the league right now. I'll say
Probably,
it.
yeah.
He is phenomenal.
So the Eagles are kind of the underdog. And
A little bit, yeah, but they're also a very good team. They have a very young quarterback who is just like
24 years
just
old.
lighting it up. Yeah, he's really good.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the Eagles because
A little bit of an underdog story.
little bit, yeah.
but
For sure.
You don't.
I
you
just don't like
wanna
the
go for
Chiefs.
the Chiefs.
I don't like the
so
Chiefs.
why is it you don't like the Chiefs?
Because they are, like I said, they're kind of the new top dog, and I'm kind of like, all right, that's fine. It was cute when you hadn't won in a while, but let's slow down a little bit. So they're getting a little annoying.
I lost so much respect for them throughout the years of constantly seeing, them on commercials and stuff like that. Constantly seeing people talk about how good they are, which they are good.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hear about it, and
They're-
definitely don't want to get beaten by them over and over again.
Yeah, they're the
That's
New
fair.
New England Patriots for sure. So
The who?
the New England Patriots, they were it's like,
just messing.
you know who they are.
Yeah,
at least,
I do.
Yeah. So yeah,
I do feel like I've been educated over this
Yeah.
episode. So
Yeah.
far,
that's
so.
good.
And if you feel like you're educated or agree or disagree with what we said, please leave a like and a comment down below. And if you're listening to our podcast via what we have on Apple Podcast,
We have an Apple
Yeah,
Podcast
Spotify
now.
and Apple.
It's new, yeah.
Yeah.
Spotify and Apple.
Well,
Let's
yeah.
go, dude. Pop off.
I
Popping
know.
off.
We're like an
Gosh,
actual
we're
podcast.
taking over
Hey,
all the platforms.
Guess what? This is
What?
episode 7.
6,
6. This is
right?
Episode
this is
6, yeah.
Yeah.
1 was naming it. 2 was
Conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories. 3 was the BuzzFeed one.
2 Marvel projects.
4, 5 more. So 6, yeah.
This is episode 6.
Episode 6.
Wow.
We're making it in the world.
Let's go, dude.
We're gonna make it, man.
Yeah.
We're going for 10,000 episodes.
10,000
By the end of
with an equal, if
February.
not more amount of subs.
We'll see you guys later. Thank you so much.
We'll see you
Please
guys. Let's try that again.
Oh.
All right. We'll
See you guys later.
see you guys. New episodes out weekly, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.